Hello, I have ordered the Casio MTD-1053 on Amazon. And here's the code of the Amazon warehouse where the watch was dispatched from. The package was delivered to my doorstep at 9 o'clock in the evening by the logistics company Me. So let's unbox the watch. Here it says MTD-1053D. So this modest looking box opens up like so, I think. Here's the user's manual, and I think this is the warranty certificate. The Casio worldwide warranty is valid for 2 years from the date of purchase.
To avoid any risk of suffocation, keep this plastic bag out of reach of children and infants.
Here's the hang tag. And here's the watch in all its glory. I ordered the watch on October 22nd and I received it yesterday, Monday, October 28th. I paid $65.78 including shipping, and that didn't break the bank. It's a fair price. It's the deal of the century. This is a diverse style watch with a timeless design. It's not a certified diverse watch like this one. It's a diverse style watch. So I would not rely on the Casio MTD-1053 if I was a professional diver. The Casio MTD-1053 is powered by a Miyota quartz movement, and as it is a quartz watch, it has a jumping second hand and not a sweeping second hand like this Seiko 5. So to begin with, I will set the correct time and date. There is a screw down crown located at 3 o'clock. The screw-down crown is essential for the water resistance. And the crown is protected by crown guards on each side. The crown is big and it will dig into your wrist when you move your hand upwards. So this is not the problem on this Seiko 5, where the crown is small, recessed and located at 4 o'clock. The second hand stops when I pull out the crown. I have to pull out the crown 2 notches to stop the second hand. So that makes it easy to set the time. The hands are steady, and so is the crown. It's a pleasure to operate this watch. So let's get the hands out of the danger zone here. Today is October 29th. And you turn the crown counterclockwise to set the date. So always remember to set the date at least 3 hours away from midnight. Otherwise you may damage the movement with seemingly innocuous actions.
Part 2. The dial.
This watch has a blue dial that appeals to me. There is also a version with a black dial. The Casio MTD-1053 has a white handset and white indices. Big clear numbers at 6, 9 and 12 o'clock. And the date window is located at 3 o'clock. There's a fully functional unidirectional 90-click rotating bezel. You can only rotate the bezel backwards, not forwards. So you can use this bezel as a countdown timer. The Casio MTD-1053 feels like a solid watch. The stainless steel casing has a satisfying heft, which gives the impression that this is a dependable and rugged tool watch with everyday durability. The thickness of the case is 12 millimeters. It's not outrageously thick though. The spacing between the lugs is 20 millimeters. The case width is 40 millimeters, not counting the crown guards. And the watch measures 48 millimeters across the case. and I like the intricacy of the immaculately finished case. It's Japanese watchmaking at its best. The dial is protected by mineral glass. It's not scratch resistant. So let's throw this Casio MTD-1053 on my 6.5-inch pencil wrist. The watch is handsomely proportioned. It's big, but it's not oversized. I would not recommend anyone with a wrist smaller than mine to buy this watch. As you see, there's not much space left on either side of my wrist. So there's almost a risk of overhang. This watch is on the heavier side. It weighs 142 grams. The watch has a screwback rear case, so you need a case opener when it's time to replace the battery. The SR626SW button cell battery has a lifespan of 3 years.
Part 3. The bracelet.
The bracelet is nothing to write home about. It's flimsy, loose, and it has a great deal of dramatic side-to-side play. As you see, there's quite a lot of daylight showing between the links. And obviously I have to size the bracelet before I can wear this watch. Have to remove a couple of links, and maybe I will wear the watch on a NATO strap later on. To size the bracelet properly, you need to remove one more link on the 6 o'clock side. If you do so, the clasp will be perfectly centered beneath your wrist. A fold-over clasp allows the bracelet to be secured around the wearer's wrist. And the clasp is engraved with the brand of the watch, Casio. So let's throw this Casio on my wrist again. So as you see, I have no problem accommodating this watch on my rather small wrist. The Casio MTD-1053 is 200 meters water resistant, which means that you can bathe with it. The Casio MTD-1053 is a cheap, functional, diverse style watch for smaller wrists with an interesting design. There's not much else you can ask for at this price point, and it's a relatively low-hanging fruit in the collecting world.